Alright guys, video 2, let's keep going with these notes. Now, if you look at number 2, both of these are in standard form already and they're already lined up. So we can start going through our methods. These are ones I would use elimination on because y equals is just easier to use substitution in my opinion. Now, we'll look for the coefficients that are the same. 1x are the same, 4y and y are not the same. So now we have to decide if it's add or subtract. How will I get those ones to cancel? Well, 1 plus 1 is 2, but 1 minus 1 is 0, so we're going to subtract the whole equation. 1 minus 1 is 0. 4 minus negative, which means that would be like adding 1, which would give me positive 5y equals, and then 13 minus 3 is 10. So I have 5y equals 10, divide by 5, I get my y is equal to 2. Now, once I get to this point, I take in this 2, and I can pick which equation to plug it into originally. Since I didn't change any of the signs, I'm going to use just the top one. So I've got x plus 4y equals 13. I'm plugging in 2 for that y, so x plus 4 times 2 equals 13. Multiply it out. X plus 8 equals 13, and then move your value. Minus 8, so my x value will equal 5. So I have my point here. I've got my point of 5, 2. So one advantage of elimination is you don't have to change things into y equals mx plus b. You can use it in standard form. Alright, let's go on to number 3. So they're both in standard form, which is great. They're lined up, so now we decide add or subtract. Well, 3 and 3 are the same, 10 and 9 are not. So we're going to cancel our x's. How would I cancel those x's? By adding or subtracting. Well, once again, we have subtract. 3 minus 3 is 0, so there goes the x's. Negative 10 minus negative 9 will give me negative 1y. And then 14 minus 15 will give me negative 1. So the 0 goes away, I get negative 1y equals negative 1, so divide by negative 1, and I get y is equal to 1. There's my thing to substitute. I didn't change any of the signs, so I can use either one. I'm just going to go ahead and use the top one. So 3x minus 10y equals 14. I'm plugging in 1 for the y. So 3x minus 10 parentheses 1 equals 14. Negative 10 times 1 is negative 10. And then I got to move that 10, so I'm going to add 10. So I get 3x equals 24. And then the last step, when I divide by 3, I get my x value is equal to 8. So these cross at the point. Always list your x first, 8, 1. So the reason we did substitution first is because this still uses a substitution step. It just gets to it a different way. Let's do one more on this side and then we'll flip over to the back. Now, I've got 4x plus 2y equals 6 over negative 2x plus 2y equals 18. Well, this time my x's are different, but my y's have the same coefficient. So we're going to cancel out the y's. How would I cancel out positive 2y and positive 2y? Add or subtract? I hope you said subtract, because that's what we got to do here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and cancel out my numbers. 2y minus 2y equals 0. And then 6 minus 18 is negative 12. And when I do 4x minus negative 2x, I actually get positive 6x. X minus a negative. So, let's get rid of the 0 because we don't need it anymore. So 6x equals negative 12. Divide by 6. And I get x is equal to negative 2. Once I get this, what do I do with it? Good. Let's go plug it in. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and use the top one. So 4x plus 2y equals 6 is what we started with. Now we're plugging in negative 2 for that x. So 4 parentheses negative 2 plus 2y equals 6. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Move your 8 to the other side, so we're going to add 8. I get 2y equals 14. Last step, divide by 2, and I get my y is equal to 7. So now I have my point. Always list your x first. Negative 2, comma 7. I'm going to stop the video here, and there'll be one more with just a few more examples.